Hello, my amazing freedom fighting family. Come on in. Let's talk so you guys can get the updates for today, where we are with things. Well, good evening. First of all, I want to say I feel like a completely new man. I feel like myself. Do you know why? Because I finally went to sleep. I finally got to sleep. I just woke up now. Hello, 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 hello. Shahid, Valerie, Chrissy, Brandy, Tiffany, Sierra, It's, Dakota, Lisa, Kaja, Jacqueline, Regina, Sin, Carrie, Deborah, and everybody else. You all do me a favor, as always. As always, I want you all to share the video so that everybody could know what's going on. Get us to 1,000 right now. Let's go. Come on, freedom fighters. I need everybody to tune in so I can give you guys an update of what's going on, where we are with things. But while I wait for the numbers to go up, yes, your boy went to bed. And so I've not been able to really get a real nice rest, but I got a great afternoon's rest for a change. So I got a nap. And it was amazing, and I feel like myself. And so a lot of the times when we be feeling angry, or we be feeling bad, or we be feeling grumpy, it's because we ain't got no sleep. So I need y'all to get some sleep and help your boy get more sleep. And that's what I'm excited about, because that's going to come in the next few days, because we're starting to plug people in and get people different roles, and the help is coming. The help is coming. The help is coming. We're identifying skill sets. People are signing up every single day, and all over the country, we're starting to give people roles, and it's taking so much pressure off. So even as I ask y'all to be patient with us dealing with all the stuff we're dealing with, I'm asking for y'all. I'm asking y'all to be patient with us. I'm being patient with the process as well, as best I can. But I'm feeling so much better. What? We still ain't at 1,000. Something is wrong. I don't know, because we would have been at 1,000 like that. But it's okay. We are at 800. We got 200 more to go. Let's get there. Share the video. I'm gonna take 5 questions as usual, and I'm gonna let 3 people come in as usual. So get prepared if that's gonna be you. Don't say it now, because I ain't gonna see it, and I'm not gonna respond to it right now. I gotta see it when I open it up for that. What's up, Sheila Etheridge? Now I just said your whole name because I finally saw it. And people don't know, like, these messages go real fast in front of me, and I think it might be delayed from when you all type it, and then I can't see all that amazing just yet, not until I get that LASIK done. But my affordable care didn't cover it. But we're gonna get that done together. And I'm not talking about county care. I don't have county care. I literally pay for my health insurance. So I want to put that out there for the idiots. Okay, so we're almost at 1,000. We struggling? We've been struggling lately, but I know that it's no love lost, and I know y'all rocking. So hey, okay, so let's get there. Let's talk about some facts. Did you get the text? Rena, when I get off of here, I'm gonna look at my phone. I have not looked at the text. The first thing that I want to do is give a shout out to Lobby, continuing on the fight for justice for Semaj and everybody else that's in the fight, those that I can and cannot mention, those that I do and do not know about. And we are committed to this fight for Semaj to the end. We had some very enlightening and intense conversations, and I want to say that one conversation I did not have is with Lobby, but I want to make sure that I put all suspicion at ease. Nothing is going on. We're not going to be making any moves. We're going to make sure that Lobby is completely up to date on what's going on. But I've not been able to talk to her today just yet. And so she may find out a couple things through Facebook Live as everybody else. But Lobby, we can definitely get a call in after this right away. But I want to make sure that people are aware of where we are. We will not be going out to Joliet tomorrow. We will not be going out to Joliet for the weekend, actually. We are going to be pressing for justice for Semaj. Y'all know me. I don't play no games. I don't do no bull crap. We are having we're going to have some intense conversations over the next couple of days so that we can find out how to best move forward and best strategically move forward with this fight, because we're going to stay there to the end. We're not going to pull out of this, because our commitment is to baby Semaj and getting somebody locked up and arrested for this heinous crime. And so, but we're not going to go out there tomorrow because there are so many moving parts. We're not going to go out there tomorrow because I need freedom fighters to rest up. There was a lot of stuff that was on us today. A lot of stuff has happened. I was extremely stressed out today. And I have to be responsible with people who are entrusting my voice. I don't want to exhaust them. And so my request to all of the freedom fighters is that you keep on sharing freedom fight, keep on sharing justice for Semaj. But that I'm asking you for this weekend, do us all a huge favor. And I need you all to go do something for yourself. I need you to go do something with and for your family. We are going to continue to fight for justice. That's one reason. The second reason is because a series of conversations are getting ready to be conducted so that we can make sure that moving forward, we don't have drama. There is a mission here, and it is not about us. It's not about personalities. It's not about attention, at least not for us. And I'm just once again being honest. And so what we're going to do is reapproach some conversations to see if we could all get on the same page for the sake of justice. Okay? Then with that, I'm going to be honest. I am not going to have a pissing contest of who's the most effective at this stuff. We don't have to do that. And so if I'm going to be diplomatic in this, and I'm going to mean it. There will be no hijacking or no disrespect of the efforts of freedom fighters across the country. And it's not going to be mistaken what our contributions are. It's not about credit. It's not about being seen. But I'll say it again. I will not tolerate an injustice while fighting for justice. And so to protect our interests, we're also scaling back because we're trying to secure this legal team. I have been speaking to lawyers. We have been meeting with them. We have been showing them with things. But I'm just not thirsty for a lawyer. I want the best of the best of the best in every avenue of freedom fighters. But then also with that comes the responsibility of being able to pay for it. And so we're trying to negotiate and meet and interview those who would ultimately become a part of the justice legal team. And then we're also looking for those who have the broadest perspective in law, who are astute in different arenas of law, that can also help us on a national scale, not just on a local scale, because we are completely building a national movement. And so again, it's all of these things happening at one time. And I pray that you all are being patient with us. Somebody said no funds in the Freedom Fund. There are some funds in the Freedom Fund. I'm trying to tell you all everything that we're doing. We don't have a lot of funds. Being honest with y'all, people are not donating like y'all think they're donating. We are still even trying to figure out how we can, in our own budgets, supplement what's not in the Freedom Fund yet. We know that it's gonna come, and so with that. We have to, again, I'm going to say it again, so please pay attention. We're trying to organize a national movement. We're trying to address a case that we've taken on, the second case of the freedom fighters, and that is for baby Semaj Crosby. We're trying to finalize the legalities surrounding the former case with Kenneka Jenkins. We're trying to also make sure that we pay any expenses associated with what was there. And we also trying to make sure that we be good stewards over the funds that we have. You don't just spend, especially when you don't have a huge resource. You have to be a good steward over what people are entrusting you with. And then also while doing that, we are trying to develop systems of accountability. We're trying to develop systems by which we process things. And so when we talk to our members and to our freedom fighters across the country and our filings are correct, we know that we're clear. So no matter what the bullcrap that comes, we're going to always be able to, with our great record keeping and stewardship and our legal team, arise to any occasion. And that is what's going to make us different. We're going to try to do everything we can in the spirit of excellence. And also, tomorrow is the last day at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that you have to send in your logo concept for the freedom fighters and for justice. That is, you're supposed to send that email to justiceest2017@gmail.com. I hope that you all wrap this up and we can introduce our logo on Monday and who our winner is. The logo then sets us up for the next phase. People are saying, let's get t-shirts. People are saying, let's do this, let's do that. Well, we're trying to do these things in the most efficient way possible on a national scale. And so there are a few people that are now frustrated because they have not been added into this group. The group that is private for the freedom fighters is going to be a place for us to interact with those who have committed. It's not about your physical ability. It's not about how much money you have in the bank, the color of your skin, the education level you have, who you sleep with, what you believe on religion. It's about those who say, I commit to being a freedom fighter. And that's what that private page is for. That page is not for spectators. It's not for people to just come watch and figure out what's going on. That's what this is for. And we know the difference between going in the private page and going into the public page. There are certain things that will be in the public domain that simply will not be in the private domain that simply will not be in the public domain. That's called being wise. And so with that, we're weeding out the people who have not committed. And so everybody who has committed, they are not considered official freedom fighters. We're also going to be we're also going to be releasing the information of how you become an official freedom fighter, because just because somebody say they want to be a freedom fighter doesn't mean that they can be. And so let me be specific about that. You can be supportive of the freedom fighters, but we have to have a standard, because unfortunately you would think that people in the world are good and good-spirited and good-hearted, but there are a lot of people who are just not. And so we're only going to be connecting with those who are going to help carry this mantle and move it forward, and everybody else can be supportive. And to be in the leadership role, we're going to make sure that you're completely vetted. We got to make sure that you're there for the right reasons. We have had so many unfortunate instances or circumstances that have arisen that we just really got to move slow, and we got to take our time. And that's, again, why I ask for you all to be patient. But then also, we try to go live, and we're not trying to be annoying or overcrowd your day, but we try to go live because, let me tell you what's more important than the marching and the protesting and the organizing. We have to set a tone in the beginning by which we develop a rapport and a relationship. We want to get a good feel for y'all, and we want y'all to have a good feel for us. And I think one thing that's been clear is that nobody on this freedom fighting team, or at least that's visible from it at this point, is the same. We are all different types of people, and we respect each other for our individuality. And even some of us did not even know each other before this, and we're learning how to be engaged with one another. But I tell you, it feels like one huge, amazing family. And the freedom fighters never got no bigger. I'm so happy with those that are a part of this movement. I'm so happy with those that are committed to it and they are serious. And y'all just don't know how much love is being circulated amongst the group. And it's a whole lot of women. I asked them today, what is the ratio between men and women? And I want to tell y'all that women are sticking together. Women are, I'm fighting more than the women fighting. The women are doing something that's so amazing, because they're literally the blood and the breath of this movement. It is the women. And so you have, right now, we have over 80%. I think it's 80% women to 20% men as a freedom fighter. And you fellas, y'all crazy. Y'all gonna leave all these ladies to little old me? Y'all really gonna do that? And I'm talking about, we got all kind of women. Women of faith, women of no faith, lesbian women, straight women, poor women, rich women. I feel like I'm doing a Forrest Gump Bubble Gump speech. We got short women, tall women, dark women, light women, white women, black women, Mexican women. Women everywhere. And it's so amazing to me. And it's from what I'm understanding in our immediate environment, it's nobody competing with one another. It's nobody, they not side-eyeing one another. They ain't gossiping about one another. At least we don't see it. And it's just amazing. So, y'all leave all these women to me to change to rock with, to change the world with. I'm fine with it. It's okay. I'm gonna tell you something. When you surrounded by women that love you, don't nobody want to mess with you. They be trying to act like they my bodyguards and all this stuff. Like, what I look like letting y'all fight my battles? Back up. They be tripping. They be tweaking. But I know what's gonna happen. Don't worry about it, y'all. It's like church. Once they realize how many fine women is in the freedom fighters, the men are going to come in droves. And so the women are going to be, obviously, going to be the draw for the men. And we just going to have a hard time of keeping them focused. That's why I'm going to have to make sure this legal team is in place. Woo, I got way off topic. Anyway, relationship building. I think I covered it all, but Lobby is on here. I'm going to be allowing Lobby to come on. I'm going to give her some updates that I'm going to be more specific with her in the phone call. But right now, we're going to stay things. And I also want to say this, and I'm just going to be honest. If we, again, haven't said it on here, it is not fact. We have not partnered with any organizations. There are not people out there fighting causes for us in different places. That is not the truth. And also, when people put out messages for help on the thread, I understand that we want to be helpful. But I'm asking y'all, for the sake of us and the sake of integrity and the sake of a stewardship, I'm asking that you all would refer them to the email account. Somebody gets on and say, I want help, I need justice, I need a place to stay, I need money. Well, that's why y'all are donating. Tell them to go to the Justice email account, justiceest2017@gmail.com. If they don't want to do that, tell them to go to another group. But as far as this group is concerned, I got to do everything that I can possible to protect it. It doesn't mean that we don't want to help, but we got to vet everything that's coming across our table. That's number one. And number two, we cannot allow people to be taken advantage of in our name. It just cannot happen. Number three, if people need help and we cannot help them, I believe, and so people are frustrated because we get an influx of messages. Well, that's why we're building a national apparatus by which we can plug people in on a local level as we validate and verify the stuff that's being given to us. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So send them to the email account. Do not try to put yourself in a place where you ultimately could become hurt, because everybody doesn't have the good intentions, and everybody that's crying for help are not asking for necessarily the kind of help that we're trying to provide. All right. With that being said, I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover tonight. Let's take 5 questions. It's 1,000 people. Let's be a little bit more fair. I'm going to give short answers, though. Let's take 10 questions, and then we're going to get 5 people to come on. Okay? Are we going to be a nonprofit organization? At this particular moment, we're not putting out all of our information, but it looks like that the justice organism is going to have multiple filings for multiple purposes under a overarching banner. Are you voting in the logo? I am one of the people absolutely going to be one of those voting on the logo. There's also a surprise. Okay, I'll spill this bean. We're going to pick the top 5 or 10, and we're going to have the people that's in the private group make the final vote. They're going to have the final vote in the private group. Okay? So I hope that you've applied to be a freedom fighter. How was the woman that came on saying she was suicidal? We're still vetting that situation. 7 questions. Mission statements and all that other stuff are coming. Vestria, I think that's absolutely correct, and I agree. We're working on all of that. We just finalized the letter, we're just finalizing the letter for the thousands of people who have applied to be freedom fighters. They finally finna get their letter to let them know we got it. Okay, I think that was 7. Come on. Clinton to establish local. Okay, that was Sheena saying something to somebody. I be at work when you're live, but I go hide until you're done. Don't you lose your job? We ain't got no money now like that. Am I still running for mayor? At this point, I'm going to be honest. At this point, I am not certain about what's going to happen with me running for mayor. There are some very, there's a lot of intricate parts to run with that. I think I may be too real to run for mayor, because I'm not going to do the stuff that politicians do. I've ran for alderman before, and I hated when they kept trying to change me. And I know running for mayor of Chicago, I ain't got no chill with certain things. I think I would be too honest. And so there is something even brewing that's even bigger, that because of all of this that's happening, my time in Chicago is also in question. And so I'm asking that y'all pray for me, because running for mayor is one thing, but I may even possibly be moving to another state, because I've done so much for Chicago, and I'm trying to figure out if I've done all I can. I don't know just yet. It is still up in the air, and I'm just hope that y'all praying for me. Okay. How old do you need to be to join? There is no age requirement at this time. We are now taking unofficial memberships, which means you fill out the form. You are an unofficial membership. The process to become a official member will be announced in the coming days. And one thing that I'm looking forward to is meeting every single freedom fighter personally, and or having our leadership meet every freedom fighter personally, which means that, number one, you become a freedom fighter. We want an official freedom fighter. We got to celebrate, because that's another person that's agreeing to come and help us change the world. Okay. 5 more questions. What all can I help do for Minnesota? At this point, keep on following the lives. Keep on make sure you keep on encouraging people to sign up to become a freedom fighter, so that we can add your state and city to our travel, because we're going to be going based on the cities that have the highest amount of applicants, in that order. 4 more questions. How do we know if we're already secured to be a freedom fighter? You're going to get a letter really, really soon in the next coming days that will acknowledge your receipt, and then I'll get on here and say, did you receive it? And if you didn't, then you know that we didn't get you, we didn't capture you. Okay, 4 more questions. I put an app the other day, but I haven't heard yet. Please be patient. We're working on it. Do I need a form for my son? He is the one that was beating the drums. Brandy, if it's who I'm thinking it is, I reach out to Sheena, but we need an application for each individual person, no matter what their age is. 4 more questions. Sheena, they're asking for the link to join the Freedom Fighters. Please post it. How do I become a part of the private group? You have to, Sheena, please tell them how to become a part of the private group. Or Val, or Mal, one of y'all, please post it. Tell them. I'm not playing y'all, Sheena. I said we're finalizing. I know we're taking our time, but we're trying to do it in excellence, the best we can. Okay, 4 more questions. How can I help in Detroit? I've answered that. 4 more questions. Politics and God don't mix. Renee Thompson, we completely disagree. One of the reasons why we're having problems in America is that it is no longer politics and moral authority. If you look at history, not just in the Bible, but kings who ruled the political scenery of civilization, they always considered or consulted the prophets. They always consulted the priest. And the priest would tell them what was the interest of God and how they ruled in governance. And so it was the king connected to the moral authority. Well, now in America, we have a big problem because it is no longer the moral authority. It is now corporate authority. So the corporate runs our government. They lobby and they pay big money to advocate for what they want to be done that affects every single one of our lives. And at the end of the day, corporate interest is always profit. And so I disagree that God and government doesn't mix. What I agree with is that moral authority and being beholden to the king is what doesn't mix. If you have to make the king your ultimate resource of survival, then it compromises the purity and the potency of moral authority. But it is your faith, even if you have none, by which you govern your life, or at least it should be. And so that is a big issue in America. I do not believe in the separation of church and state. I believe that they should work in tandem and they should come to a resolve in the best interest of the general population, be it also having been advised by moral authority. Okay? So we just disagree with that on that point, but we can agree to disagree. And I also understand how that should work. But the problem is most of our religious institutions are compromised because the government is also their resource. Okay. 4 more questions. I see that said by Wendy. I hope she's telling the truth. I remember saying 3. Do we have a Freedom Fighters in Washington, D.C.? If you sign up, I don't know the exact number, but we'll have another one. And we'll be on our way to Washington, D.C. at some point, depending upon how many people apply. 3 questions. What the hell is the angry faces for? Sometimes people be making mistakes and pushing the wrong buttons. It's all kind of people with all kind of motor skills. I've had people message me and say, hey, I'm sorry, I'm disabled. I was trying to hit this button, but I was hitting angry faces. And we don't have to worry about angry faces. If you see an angry face, send a heart. If you see an angry face, send a laugh. If you see an angry face, send a positive message. If you see an angry face, send a donation. If you see an angry face, encourage somebody to sign up. That's how you deal with angry faces. Because sometimes we might not understand, or it might be a reason that we didn't see. 2 more questions. And then the 5 people need to get ready because I'm going to try to go as fast as possible. I'm not being on here that long. I'm going to bed. I'm going back to bed. Watch a little TV. I ain't cut on my TV since the Freedom Fighter has been established. What happened to Lobby, Jed? Bring her on. We are bringing Lobby on. I always ask her to be on standby because I got to take care of these particulars. And then we'll have her come on. All right. Is it 1 more question? I think it's 1 more question. And it is... Sheena, could you call Lobby and tell her to come back on? Because people are saying she's gone. If she wants to come on, I want to hear from her. Or no, or just let her know we're going to be giving her a call as soon as this is over. I don't see another question. Chandria Peach Camp. Chandria Peach Camp. Can you please send your number to Sheena? I'm going to call you especially after this because I keep seeing your name. And you saying we need to meet up ASAP. We're going to see. All right. If you're just coming in, you're coming in late, you probably missed a lot. We What's today? What's today is I'll never miss Empire. I got it on my Netflix, and then if I really wanted to see it that bad, I can watch it on DVR. I can watch it on either somebody's DVR I know, because I don't have that service no more. But I ain't never missing no TV show that I want to see. I'm more so concerned about y'all and being connected to y'all than I am about watching Empire. Okay? If you just came in, go back, watch the video. It's a lot of, I think, good information that you need to get. And the Joliet protests are on standby. We're on standby for that until further notice. But there are other entities that is aware of the moment. Okay, I'm sorry. There are other entities that's aware of the momentum, and they're trying to pull it in their direction. So we're gonna let them do it for a moment. We're gonna let them do it, and we're gonna have a series of conversations to see if we can do this in a way that is not messy or diluting the message of getting justice for baby Semaj. Okay? Let's bring 5 people. Who wants to come on? Who wants to talk? You have a question, comment, concern, suggestion, a thought, a message. You want to ask your question via video. Let's go. Now's your chance. I'm waiting to see the words. Invite me. And if you say invite me and I don't see it, please forgive me. Because once I see it, I just pick the first one I see. Okay, Patricia Shell. Patricia, come on down. And remember, I'm not going to be. Y'all got to go back and. Patricia,
Hey,
how are you?
Jedidah. I'm fine. We got
What's on your
interrupted
mind?
last night. Good to see you again. I just wanted to say to you, thank you, and the freedom fighters. You guys are beasts. That's all I can say. But I was kept sending you questions and saying that. Have you guys contacted the newscasters or anything? Or would it be okay if I called in and tried to get them in on some of the
Patricia,
protests?
Patricia, I can't hear. I can't hear nothing you're saying. It's a
Are you
horrible
serious?
connection.
Let me turn my TV down. I got a big one over here, so let me turn it down. So, anyways, can you hear me now?
Go by the window or to the wall before I have to hang up this call. I don't want your message to fall. Go and get a better signal. Come on. I'm going to give you a second to get it done. Because where you at, that's a beautiful chair and them beautiful walls. But it ain't no. She gone. Told you. Who is it? What's up, bro? Huh? Unlock my door. 1 second. What do you need? Boy, get your beard. I'm almost done. Okay. What are you talking about? Okay, I got 4 more. What are you talking about?
He's not right. You're not right.
With what? Huh?
You
Boy, give me a second and let me finish this. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I didn't. I did not. Oh, y'all could hear her? Oh, I couldn't hear her. Well, what was she saying? I swear to God, I could. I promise before God, I couldn't hear. I was not trying to be disrespectful. Lamar came and said that y'all could hear her. I could not hear. Maybe it was my phone then. I'm gonna start going live in a different direction. I'm in another location.
Hi. Hi,
Hey,
Janet.
Toya.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I got a good.
I can hear the other person before you. I'm so sorry. But go ahead. What's on your mind?
I get to talk to you. So I said I'm excited that I get to talk to you.
I'm excited too. What's up?
So I have a couple of questions on the new case that you're doing for Semaj.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I shouldn't unlock my door. The mind in here now. That's
okay.
the horror.
So, because you guys are fairly new to it. So, based on what you guys done so far, are you any closer than hi, Lamont? Are you any closer than what they were before of like gaining any knowledge? Because when I look at the story, it's not a lot of information on how it happened. Are you guys closer on, a little bit closer?
Are we
closer on finding out?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
You haven't touched
I'm going to move to another room.
Okay.
How do you pause? I don't know how to pause. I don't know if pausing it is possible. Let me just talk to him. Good show. I'm gonna try the kitchen because something is wrong.
America, he's not right. Hello, everybody. He wouldn't give me the phone. He was being mean to me, y'all. He ain't right. America, he is not right. Look, he about to snatch the phone out of my hand.
I'm gonna have
It's all right.
Xfinity.
He ain't right. Oh, wait, you still here? Wait. I'm going to get it back.
That's funny. Okay, so let's try to say something now. Let me see if that works.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Okay, I hear you. You said,
okay.
Okay, I think so. So it wasn't her phone, it was mine. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I was saying, based on you guys, like, just being new to the subject, did you guys get any closer to finding out what actually happened, or is there any new details that they didn't know before since you guys have been on the case?
Okay, so as far as where the case is, we have been briefed on a few things. We're creating our own briefings. I'm not aware of what other people who have been working on the case. I don't know what all information they know. What I'm hoping is that there will be an exchange of information, ideas, and strategy, and to see if we are on the same page, if we can get on the same page, and again, how to move it forward. But outside of the stuff that's been let out in the media, I will say that based on our own communications and researches, we have some stuff that we have not heard or been able to find in the media, and so we're going to be addressing and dealing with those things accordingly.
Okay. That's all I had. Well, I'm proud of you guys.
All right.
I'm definitely looking forward to keep
And there are people, there are more, and I'll tell you this because people may not really understand this, but there are even more people who are becoming more comfortable talking because they see the national support. And that's what I'm saying. Community support is always imperative to solving crimes and issues in our community. When people see people care, people step up. And so let's keep the pressure up and keep sharing justice for Semaj.
Definitely. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, I'm gonna hang up because I'm not, for some reason it went silent on me. Let's go. Am I still on here? Could you all hear all that? Hey, Destiny. No, Tanya, that's not true. You don't know how many people in my house. She gonna say some why you dread asking who it is when you know it's only you and Lamont in the house. Can I be honest? I don't never know who in the house. I go in my room, I close the door, and people who I trust, they got access to my home, and they be in here. Somebody said it's just me and you in here. See, when you knocked on the door, she gonna say, "Why you asking who it is?" The lady
Why
name.
you worried about it? You pay rent up in here. You pay the gas bill up there. Why you worried about who up in this house?
Well, I don't.
Who in your house? Where you staying? Where your kids at? You get a link card every month. You get EBT. What about what's in our house?
It's Destiny Walk.
Do y'all want to know what Destiny Walk?
I just want to bust out. Or Anthony. Anthony.
So everybody want to play
Anthony. Well, yeah. Now we can't get no proof. Wake up, somebody. Come here.
About what's up here. America, this ain't funny. That's what you take care of your own household. You dress and keep your own household. I'm trying to dress and keep ours.
That's funny. People always trying to that be funny to me though. I don't think she was trying to be I think she was trying to be funny, but she ain't had no LOLs on it. We ain't playing with y'all. Right. We just so tired of people's bullcrap, man. We ain't got no patience no more. We thought our patience is going out the window.
Everything we do being questioned. We ain't go to the store to get tissue.
Did y'all get that tissue with the Freedom Fund? Is it 1 flat, 2 flat, 3 flat? Damn! Can we do anything without being scrutinized at this point? This live is ruined. It's freaking ruined. So ain't nobody really gonna get up. Somebody better come here. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna put. Cause now y'all making me look crazy. We calling people names and ain't nobody showing up. It's people in this house. You heard us calling. You say hello to all these people.
Hello, people. Right, that's not another me either.
Yeah, that's right. They're gonna say you lying. That's Lamont. He changed his outfit. Oh, golly, we ain't got no chill no more. These people that pissed us off to wit's end. No more chill for the freedom fighters. Destiny, what's she doing? Ain't nobody else in here.
Who else stay in here?
It be Tori being here. I mean, I will come out at any given point, and it's all kinds of people in here. I don't even be knowing them. I just don't be worried about it. You know why? Smell. We got cameras. I pick up the footage. Front, inside, outside, in every common place. I look on my phone and be looking like, I'll be sitting in my room looking at the camera like, who is these people? So we don't be knowing who it is. I don't be knowing who it is. Okay. All right. Now we didn't lost all that time. I was supposed to been off of this thing. Okay. I'm gonna let 2 people come and then I'm getting off.
Come on, Jed.
You got something to say, man?
Come on, Jed.
Hey, Natora.
Come on, Jed.
Natora, ain't don't it be all kind of people in this house?
Come on, Jed.
Community.
Jed, come on.
What you talking about? Oh. Woo! All right, we got that out, y'all. We done told y'all long we have to put a praise on. That's not which we gonna keep our joy. Okay, wait. We'll all be we off. It's over. Rena's on here. She wants to come on. Okay. Rena, I'm gonna get Law B. Rena, please stand by. Lamont, somebody said check your messages. Look for Kristen Pike.
On my way.
I need a new. Shoot, I went to go try to switch my phone and they told me I had a bill. Okay, Rena, where's Rena?
I'm getting ready for overflow.
Wait. Hey, Rena. What's up, girl? What's your name?
Did you sleep today?
Huh? Lamont,
Did
could
you
you put
sleep
your
today?
phone up so I can hear what they saying? Because my phone ain't letting me hear it. I can't hear you, Rena. Pause.
Right, because it's not everybody. It's your phone. It is not everybody else.
I can't hear you, Rena. Pause.
Right, it's not everybody. It's your phone. It is not everybody else.
Okay, I got an interpreter. Okay, what's up, Rena? Talk. I can hear you now.
So I'm expecting to see y'all this weekend. Preferably Saturday.
This ain't gonna work. You what?
Hey, Brandy.
Turn your phone down. And then tell her to talk. So hold on 1 second. Now talk
Oh
to
my
her.
God. I will not believe it's everybody else's connection. I will not believe it. Hey y'all, hey Kendra, hey Brandy.
Go ahead and talk. No, he can hear you. It's my phone.
Driving.
Go ahead.
And all that. It's your phone. Okay, bye. Call me when you get off here.
Okay, I'll call you when I get off here.
Listen to the people.
Hold on, Black, because I got to get lobby. Shoot, man. So what happened was when I got an iPhone, that's what happened. I went to try to get an iPhone, and let's just say I just got to wait a little bit. I got a little more time to put in get an iPhone, but unfortunately, the phone that I was temporarily holding was a better phone. It was a Note 8. Now I have an SA Plus, so I had to go back to my SA Plus and give my Note 8 back. I had to give the Note 8 back, so it's gonna be even worse for a couple of weeks. So let me get off of here and go talk and call Lobby because I don't think that it's gonna work if I put her on here. With that being said, Chicago, I love you. America, sometimes you be tripping, but I love you too.